to harvest sun, to use it for our lighting, our cooking and all that. All we need to do is to empower these people, our clients, to use to install solar in their houses, and we reduce on the emissions. The green energy is looking at green energy loan product, looks at all the enterprises and clients that actually can or are involved in ensuring the environment gets clean, the tree planting and all those things around tree planting and environment improvement. Every enterprise that is involved in that is doing what? Is included in the green energy loan. Now, for solar and a power connection, we look at the individual consumers, people who would want to install in their houses, okay? But also we are looking at the businesses, the companies, the enterprises that are involved in this. So these companies may be interested in getting one capital to stock power connections equipments or solar equipments. We can also finance this under our solar power connection and the green energy products.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's a very wonderful innovation. My question is, why is the bank, Centenary Bank, focusing on renewable energy loans right now?
Centenary Bank in its strategies, it has a strategy of ensuring that the environment is kept clean. Like I said earlier, our environment is polluted, and we cannot sit back and relax and say we are doing well. We are not doing well, and that is why Centenary Bank, in its wisdom, thought that they need to support every person who is supporting the improvement of our environment. So in our strategy, we have that to protect our environment, and we are bringing this up to finance every person who is involved in a clean environment. So, like I said earlier, the companies that are involved in this, the green energy, companies that are involved in solar, companies that are involved in power connection, and even the clients that are interested in acquiring these solar, just to replace the others that are putting a negative impact on our environment, we want to support them. In a way, in the big picture, we shall improve our environment. Yes. When we look at this, we are also emphasizing the e-bike, the e-motor vehicles, to ensure that the emissions that are coming with the ordinary vehicles that are using fuel and fuel, we replace them with some of this with the e-bikes, such that we reduce on the pollution that we have currently. Yes.
It seems like Centenary Bank is actually finding innovative solutions to the current challenges that Uganda is facing, not just Uganda, but world over, which is very interesting. But still on the same light, I've just asked you why is it focusing? You've hinted on why the focus is, especially now that the environment is actually degraded. But what is the purpose of the renewable energy loans, really?
The main purpose, we've tried to create these products, like I've mentioned them up, the green energy loans, the Cente solar loans, the Cente power connection loans. We've created them in our wisdom, thinking that we bring them to the clients or the businesses at a very low price. When you look at all of them, their prices are really attractive. And even when you're in such a business, you actually benefit more because the return on what we call the interest rate in our side is well low to enable us actually push them further to the people, the consumers, the business, to ensure that actually they impact on the environment. Because whenever the turn up is high, then the impact will be high as well. So they are very affordable and flexible financing products that are set for the consumers of this, so that we do clean cooking, clean energy, so that we can improve, we reduce on the pollution and improve our environment.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When you talked about flexible and affordable, dig more into the flexibility. The
flexibility. Thank you so much, Nora. Maybe that's what I left out. Now, flexibility is looking at how you pay back. We have so many businesses or clients that cannot pay, for example, monthly, the traditional one we know. But they can actually pay either quarterly, they can pay either once every 6 months, or even once a year. We have those people. So we are that flexible that we shall look at your incomes and actually advise you. Many clients come to us, and for them they are used to a monthly payment. Most of the institutions are doing that. But for us, we go into the details, understand your incomes, and advise you to take a flexible payment schedule that is the best for you. For example, if I'm going to finance a farmer who is interested in a solar irrigation scheme, I cannot tell him to pay on a monthly basis, because we all know that the incomes of a farmer, the cash flows of a farmer cannot be monthly. A coffee farmer harvests twice a year, and that means he's selling twice a year. You cannot force him to pay monthly. So we shall schedule a payment that is we always schedule payments when the person has money to pay. We don't want to create a situation where someone is defaulting because of a wrong schedule that we put. So we shall always create schedules that are flexible and are tailor-made to that kind of business.
Yes.
That is what I called flexibility in financing. We can also do phase financing where it's needed. For example, a farmer wants to do an irrigation scheme, which is maybe a little expensive and you cannot afford it in one season. Maybe you can do phase financing where you give a need as it comes in. For example, let me give you a better example. When I'm building a house of 200 millions and I'm at a stage of a foundation, I will not need all the 200 millions at once, but I'll need money to build a foundation. So we phase that depending on the immediate, that actual need at that time. That is what we call, that is flexibility in Centenary Bank. Yes.
I see that actually it is tailored according to the customer's needs and flexibility, like you said, really. Now, you have talked about so many things in regards to renewable energy loans. Give us some of the benefits of this renewable energy loans.
Thank you so much. The benefits of this is, first of all, I talked about the interest rate. It's a benefit because we are giving this at a very low rate. You will see that when you compare them to the traditional products we have low interest rate. Then they are very easy to process. Yeah. Usually our loans for new clients take about a maximum of 5 working days, but here we can do them because majority of them are coming are recurrent, and we can do as low as 1 day, 2 days to give you the product. So it is a very, very easy process, and I will encourage our clients to come because majority of our clients they are stuck in the olden days where getting a loan was taking so long. But here in Centenary Bank, we've made the process flow very easy and quick to handle. The other really benefit is the flexibility I've talked about. I can emphasize it further, but we are flexible depending on the client. Most of our products and services are tailor-made to suit a particular client. We cannot treat a salary earner as a cattle fattener because they are coming from different world, they get money differently. So we are very flexible in our payment plans, and we should give you what you deserve, what you can afford, and what you need. Of course, these products range from very low amounts to very huge amounts, and everyone has a need for a different thing. So we shall look at you as you. That's the flexibility I'm talking about. Yeah, and they're very cheap and reliable sources because we've gone into MOUs. We've looked at companies that are bringing products that are really genuine, that are giving warranties, such that we partner with those, and we give you an and a warranty or a guarantee that the products you're taking are actually good and reliable products. Those are the benefits. So when you buy, for example, a solar product from a partner with Centenary Bank, then you are assured of a quality and a durable product.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, really. You talked about the affordability of the interest rates. Yes. By affordability, what do we mean there?
We mean that our interest rate for this solar product are way low compared to the normal loan products. We know the salary loans, we know about the microfinance business normal loans. Now there is business in here where we're financing the businesses that are selling solar products, power connection, that is electricity products. They will get money way cheaper. For example, when I talk about solar loan being at 15% annually, that is an annual interest rate, when actually you have another one where you have a 24% interest rate reducing balance. Of course, our loans are all fairly cheap because because the bank is for the people. We want to make it as cheap as possible for all our clients, but we emphasize this to be lower because we brought in partners, we brought in people to work with, and they have made this a little more cheaper. So I encourage every person, one who would need solar, who would need power connection, who is involved in green financing, to come to the bank and they enjoy some of these products we have in the bank.
Well, I'm sure there are really so many benefits that comes with having a renewable energy loan, and you've really made it, or you've painted a very nice picture of renewable energy loans that are actually at Centenary Bank. Well, we are talking to Nelson, who is in charge of credit and Centenary Bank, and microfinance at Centenary Bank, and he's giving us details about what these renewable energy loans are about. Well, we talked about the renewable energy loans, what they're about. They're about renewable energy loan products, which encompasses the green loan products, the power connections, things like solar, and all these other very good things that I feel like everyone nowadays can actually use. Centenary Bank is just the place to go in regards to this. Well, when we come back, we still are going to discuss a little bit more about renewable energy loans at Centenary Bank. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Good news for all. Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan of up to 50 million shillings for a solar-powered irrigation system on your farm. Enjoy a grace period tailored to your cash flows and loan offer amounts from 100,000 up to 50 million Uganda shillings with flexible loan periods up to 60 months. Apply for a Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan through our branches, agents, and enjoy a fixed interest rate of just 1.7% per month. Kuleza Farm with Centenary Bank agribusiness solar loan today and watch your farming dreams come to life. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Seeds of Success. My name is Rwanga Godfrey.
Seeds of success. We talk about business environment.
If you want to be a millionaire, work for money. But billionaires work for wealth.
Social affairs.
Whom to blame via characters and talents? Is it tertiary institutions or humanity within the human beings?
And other topical issues. Don't miss on UCTV, good news for all.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial star 165 star 3 hash. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
Ronaldo down in the area, penalty!
Don't miss the sports link on UCTV. Catch us every Monday to Friday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. as we take you into the thrilling world of sports in football.
Messi! Thuram! Mbappe!
Saka shoot, deflects in, Arsenal have the lead!
Netball,
Nasanga taking the shot, and look at that exceptional steal.
motorsports, boxing, swimming and much more. UCTV Sports Link with Samgenza Mustafa. Only on UCTV. Good news for all.
At Centenary Bank, we know that agriculture is more than just a livelihood, it's the heartbeat of our nation. That's why we've created the Centenary Bank Agricultural Product Suite, designed to meet the unique needs of every farmer. From planting and nurturing to harvesting and selling, our products are tailored to your needs with flexible repayment plans, grace periods, and cash flow based on loan structuring. At Centenary Bank, we are committed to turning your hard work into lasting success. With us by your side, your produce reaches the market and your dreams become reality. Visit any of our nearest branch today or call our toll-free line 0800 200 555 or 0800 335 344.
Centenary Bank.
Centenary Bank is a member of the Cente Group regulated by Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
UCTV, good news for all.
The Cente show. Well, you know, renewable energy is something that we come across a lot nowadays. But have you heard about renewable energy loans? Now that is something that is different, and it's something that we are talking about. And we have Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is leading when it comes to renewable energy loans. And they thought it wise that due to the effects that have happened to our environment, the pollution, the dumping and everything, industrialization, it is important that we take renewable energy to another level, and that is to the level of financing. With me in studio, I have Nelson from Centenary Bank, who has been discussing and telling us more about their renewable energy loans. And before we left off, we were talking about the benefits. Why is Centenary Bank focusing? How easy is it for the loans? You talk about the flexibility, how it's easy to get, And how we meet, you meet actually the person at their point of need, exactly. That is how flexible it is. And so that having been said, let's dwell a little more about who are the people who can benefit from this renewable energy loan, the beneficiaries.
Thank you, Nola. Thank you, Nola, for such a good question. I would say that any person who is interested in accessing a renewable product, someone who is interested in installing solar, someone who is interested in installing power, and someone who is interested in clean cooking, someone who is also interested in green environment. We talked about tree planting as green environment, because this is where I want to go back to. So any person who is in that line is qualifying for this kind of loan. Now, this can be domestic. You would want, Nora, for example, Nora, you can want to have a cook stove, for example, or you would want to have a solar panel on your house. Someone else would want to connect power and leave the other ordinary way of power sources. All these people qualify. Now, the commercial people who are involved in businesses of solar or power connection, then we have, for example, shops that are dealing in solar panels and solar connections, solar TVs, solar installations. All these people, we finance them. Now, those ones, we can give them working capital under the renewable energy arrangement. We have people who are actually installing TVs that are solar, installing lights that are solar. All these are people qualifying. Now, we do not support small enterprises. We also encourage schools to come to us. We encourage institutions like this one, hospitals. Recently, we've installed even our branches with solar because we think this is better. One, it is really reliable given the Ugandan situation. We always have sun around, so we can always recharge our panels to ensure that we have this solar. Two, schools, we encourage them to come for this. So entirely every person who is actually interested in installing solar or is doing a business that is around renewable energy arrangement is part of the beneficiaries that would come across. So I encourage you and our listeners to approach us at Cente Bank and at any branch to see that we install these panels, these connections to their homes.
Okay, there's something that you mentioned about businesses that are dealing in renewable energy products. Is there a loan for business startup like in renewable energy?
Sorry, again?
A loan for those who are starting up in renewable energy businesses?
And those that are starting up...
Or you prefer those that are already ongoing?
No. Of course, in the financing principle, you would not want to finance a person starting up. But, of course, majority of the people who have gotten this idea of starting up this kind of businesses already are having some kind of incomes. So you can look at those incomes and finance that startup as a business in renewable energy. So you are welcome to start with that idea as long as you have some other incomes that are going to help you finance for the start.
Right.
For example, when you want to open, let me use my example where I come from, Kalangala district. If I want to open a shop in Kalangala for solar loans, or I think solar is more appropriate in Kalangala. So I go there, but I have my salary right now. So I can use my salary to pay for the startup installments as I nurture and grow the other business of solar. So you're welcome if you have another income. But for those that are already running, we can actually use those to add in more capital to bridge the gaps you have in your business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are there benefits that differ from, for example, individuals as me, or I come to you personally and I need a renewable energy loan vis-a-vis an institutions, for example, Uganda Catholic Television comes to you? Are there some varies there?
There's so much, as we've mentioned, the number of beneficiaries, because the best benefit you can ever get from a financing institution is a cheap loan. and that is already catered for all. Now, when you are a big institution and you're taking too much, then we shall always discuss this further down. Yes. And the other benefit is this asset you buy is the security. You may not need any other security to support that. Leave around other kind of businesses where we require title or sales agreement. Here, what you buy is actually the security. So that's another benefit that is deterring so many people from accessing loans. Yeah. So, yes.
And that also leads us into the requirements that a client actually needs to have in order to get this loan. Okay.
Thank you so much. And this is very important because the number of people who actually come out and say fail to get a loan because there are so many requirements. And that is traditional. People used to ask for so much. But at Central Bank, we've really revised and ensured that we pick what is necessary. But for starters, for any client who would be interested in getting a renewable energy loan and any other loan, you need an account for starters. An account, and people would say, how much do you need to open an account and all that? You need only 10,000 shillings to open an account. And you can approach any branch or any agent of ours to open an account. So sometimes these days we are even using our phones to open accounts. So it is that easy. We've made it as easy as possible to open an account. All you need is your national ID and 10,000 shillings to open an account. So that should not deter you from accessing what you really want. Two, when we're opening an account, when you open an account, of course, I said we need the national ID, but also when you're on the other side of the loan, we shall look at your ID because we use it to do what we call a credit reference bureau report, which is now incorporated in the ID. Previously, we used to enroll people on financial card. They are no longer necessary because now that information is incorporated in your national ID, and you can use the national ID to get that report. Then, depending on what you want, we shall need BOQs or we shall need an invoice. For example, if you just want a solar installation on your house, we shall need an invoice from the supplier you've chosen, and then we shall use that to process your loan. But there are those that you would need a huge kind of installation where you need BOQs, bills of quantities, where you will sit with the person who's going to install and give you the details. What we want those details is we don't want to miss out on something and we leave you incomplete. We want to leave your premises when you're up and running. There you can actually ably and happily pay your loan installments. So bills of quantities are very pertinent in this. And we can also depend on that so much I talked about the phasing of financing. In installation, we may think at this point you need this, so we give you exactly that. And the beauty about this is when I approve for your loan of 10 millions, but at this juncture you need 2 millions, you take 2 millions to start the process. And the bank will charge you interest on only that too. Instead of giving you 10 at once, and we start charging you interest, yet you have the money still on account. So it is more that we phase it depending on the actual need at the time, and we charge you genuinely and accordingly to the money you've actually utilized. Okay, so that is the importance of a BOQs that is well detailed. Then, of course, we would need a viable source of income because any person who is taking this should actually be able to pay back his installment. We wouldn't want to give someone who is not going to, because when we install and then we come and uninstall, it's not benefiting both of us. So we would want someone who is having a source of income that is viable. It can be any source. Think about a salary. If your salary is passing through accounts, or you have evidence that actually you earn salary and you want to install a solar or you connect power to your house, we can depend on that to give you. We have people who are in business. He has a general merchandise shop, he has hardware, he has a textile shop, and is making some sort of income. We can depend on that to give you this installation. We have people who are farmers. I've talked about the irrigation, but also they can also install their houses, but you can still pick money or installments from their garden. Sorry, not from where, but from the incomes from the farming they do, the cattle fatteners and all that. So as long as the source of income is viable, we can always finance you. Yes.
Nice. So can I actually get a renewable energy loan when I have a running loan already?
I think this is a very good question, and thank you, Nola. I think you picked the questions quite well. Now, first of all, what I want also to tell our listeners and viewers is that in Centenary Bank, you can actually enjoy more than one loan, whether it is solar, whether it is education loan. So when you have, for example, a salary earner already having a salary loan, he can ably get a solar loan or renewable energy loan, ably, as long as the incomes permit him. We have guidelines that we want to follow, and for example, if someone has taken a loan, an education loan, for example, and he still has capacity to accommodate a renewable energy loan, we shall add it as an additional loan to his account, and he can run comfortable with two. He can even add a third loan as long as the capacity is there. And to take away to actually tell people about this further is, many people are scared of coming to the bank because they have one loan and they think they cannot get any other loan. No, you come, approach Centenary Bank, we have a discussion, you tell us your incomes, you may even have added another additional income on your incomes that previously were looked at. Then we can analyze. We have professional people down there to make appraisals and understand your incomes, and they'll add you the renewable energy loan. It does not support only renewable energy, even other loans. For me, who is a salary earner, I may get a salary loan, but along the way, I may have a need, maybe power connection in my house or finishing my house. I come to the bank still, they will analyze and give me a connection loan, power connection loan. So you can ably handle as many loans as possible in the same period for as long as your capacity allows you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has a lot to do with capacity, and people shouldn't actually be afraid of trying to get another loan, even if you have another one running, really. Well, that also leads us to the question of how to apply for this renewable loan, and how long does it really take? You hinted on earlier on that, it's not a very long time. Just take us through the processes of the application process and the length that we should expect.
Okay, thank you so much. First and foremost, we have, you clearly mentioned it, we have we have 81 branches across the entire network, and we have over 200, about 207 agent network in the country, and we are growing more and more. You will see more coming on the network. So green energy inclusive. So you can make an application there, and they will be able. So when you make an application at agent location, the following day, I myself and the other people in the network will receive your application, and they will give a call. They have a discussion, and then they will be able to work on you. So, and then also we have what we say. You can also apply on your phone. You can make an application on your phone, and you will still receive that, and we will raise you up, make a discussion with you, and by the time we come to visit you, we actually have what we think we need to do what? To take you up. So those three, we have tried to make it as near as any client of ours as possible. You can use the Cente agent, where we have about almost 8,000 connected on the network, who are able, can do what? Can take you on, and we can receive your application and work on you. We have the 81 branches that can able work on you. We've tried to reach we have tried to bring the service as near and close to you as possible. So the listeners and viewers on the program, please don't hesitate to, don't worry about going to the agent. Go to the agent, make your application. Go to the branch, make your application, and use your phone to make an application, and we shall be able to receive all this to work on you.
Well, it's very interesting that you can actually, there's so many avenues of acquiring and applying for this loan. The most interesting one is actually just using your phone at the comfort of yourself to make these applications. And it's amazing the time that the processing time is actually very low.
Maybe what I didn't talk about, the question was the time it takes. I can tell you that these days we process loans as quick as 1 day. But the agreement or the standards we've set to our clients is very simple. For a new client, we want to work on them in the maximum 5 working days. And those that are recurring, those that are already with us, we take as the maximum time will be 3 working days. So in those days, we should be able to have given you a service you really want. So maximum for new 5 working days, and maximum for recurrent clients is 3 working days.
I'm just curious about some clients that come into the bank and they need a loan for a different reason, but you specifically see that what they would actually need is a renewable energy loan. How do you do that? Do you advise the clients and direct their mind into renewable energy loans? Does that work for you, or it is whatever loan you come for is what we get you?
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, our main focus is to advise. Yeah. Because we're financial advisors, first of all. Sometimes we can even refuse to give you a loan when you don't need, when we feel you don't need it, and we shall give you the reasons why.
And you have all the requirements.
Yeah, you have all the requirements, but we may think, of course, it is rare that someone does not need a loan, but we shall always advise you. So, for example, someone may come wanting something different, but we feel what he needs is this. So we shall always advise you when we'll help you make that right decision. So when you come to the bank requesting for maybe a business loan, but when we discuss with you, because we've trained our teams to have a discussion and have an understanding of the client's need. So when an officer, a personal banker, gets a discussion with you and understands your need, they will advise you accordingly. And we can always advise, even at the level of a personal banker, he will advise. But even a personal banker can be advised by his supervisor to advise the client. So we are here to give you the best that you need. Not necessarily what you want, but what you need. And we shall always advise you to accordingly, so that you make the right decision. So yes, you can come wanting for that, and we advise you to take this. And you will definitely live happy, because we've done this with client. There is a client that took a working capital loan, but he wanted to build. These are totally different things. The pricing is different. The schedules are different. Of course, he had a very good business, which was a general merchandise retail shop. He could really afford the 100 millions, okay? But he came for working capital. But after the discussion with him and understanding him, we advised him to take what we call the Cente home loan, which is meant to build. And when you look at it, he was happy because it has details that are good for someone who's going to build than someone who's going to put money in the business. So we are always there and available to advise you. As long as you tell us the truth, we shall advise you accordingly. And we've created, Central Bank has created products that are tailor-made to fit in the needs the clients have. And even if it's not there, we're always creating this to suit the client's need. So we shall always advise you to take the right product.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I see it's a lot of financial advice that you guys give in helping out. Tell me, how does the bank ensure that the customers get actually very quality products?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier. The bank has entered into memorandum of understanding with genuine companies that are supplying these products. We do a lot of vetting before we go into an MOU. We do a lot of background check, and we do a lot of vetting to ensure that these actually companies we are taking on are doing, they are providing the quality that we need. We do not want to go into a situation where, because whenever I finance an asset, the client surprisingly say that Central Bank ayanguzizza. If literally what means that Central Bank actually sold me this. So we do not want to associate with poor quality products, and we've entered into MOUs with the genuine companies that we feel are giving the best. But even then, even those that we've not entered into MOUs with, and we're still entering a number of them, but if you're buying from someone that is not in the list of our MOU, our partners, then we advise our clients to get companies that are giving warranties. You know, when you get a warranty of 2 years, 1 year, you know that what I have actually is good enough. Avoid people that are not giving you any warranty. They are selling you things, but they are not giving you any guarantee warranties in them. So we ensure that this is done. And when a client who comes with an invoice, we look at these things, try to understand the company that is supplying and the terms and conditions they have created, and we advise them accordingly. But whereas still we've actually entered MOUs, and we have partners that we feel they are giving the best on the market.
When you talked about warranties and guarantees, there may be someone out there who's questioning what exactly is a warranty or a guarantee. Just expound a little more on that.
Thank you so much. Now, when you go to buy anything, for example, a TV, many times, actually, majority of the companies now have given you, they are telling you that if this thing, this asset gets a problem, maybe it's not working well, within 1 year, bring it back. We shall replace it or we shall work on it. That in itself is actually trying to tell you that I'm sure about what I'm giving you. So within a year or two, I'll be able to work on it. That is a kind of a warrant that usually is given, and it's telling you that for me, what I'm selling you, I'm pretty sure it's going to work. So whenever you go to buy, for those that are listening to us and maybe viewing us, whenever you go to buy these assets, look at this clearly and ask where you don't understand, to ensure that you get this warranty or guarantee, to ensure that you get the best on the market.
The renewable energy loan really sounds like a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing, no doubt, especially that it applies to the times that we're in nowadays, the challenges that affect us nowadays, personally, as individuals, as institutions, and it's one thing that we can all use, one thing for sure. I guess my question is that what is the enthusiasm? You are normally interacting with clients out there. What is the general feel about this renewable energy loan? Do clients actually understand it better, or the enthusiasm? What is it? Clients,
it is our duty as a Central Bank to first of all inform them and educate them. That is our role, and that's what we are doing. We are trying to inform them the importance of these products and the importance of having a solar loan instead of having a candle in the house. We are trying to show them instead of having a candle, have power. We are trying to show that instead of using firewood, please use power or clean energy, cook stoves. We know the benefits, and we are trying to ensure that we are there with them to understand this. And those that have understood them, they are very happy and excited, and they can't wait to take them up. And we've served a number of them. We have served schools with cook stoves that are actually saving almost 70% of what you would use. And this does not stop at saving the firewood, but it's also very cheap. Imagine how much a school can use in purchasing firewood or charcoal. whichever they are using. So plants are excited. They do not have these block figures of money that you would need to buy, and that's why we thought it is important to create these products. So we are encouraging individuals, we are encouraging companies and organizations to actually look in this direction. We are encouraging schools to plant trees, and all other organizations plant trees, but not trees to harvest or to cook.
Right.
Trees that are going to actually help improve our environment. But we're also trying to ensure that we are connecting every person on the grid or giving them solar to ensure that these are the lights. Solar, look at solar. Solar is very, very interesting. It is not risky. You don't pay the monthly charges. You make a one-time investment, and that's all. And it's reliable, because whenever power is off, you have your solar on, and you can do so much with it. So the feel is outside there is actually good, and for us we are energized and happy to actually move to the last Ugandan to ensure that they have solar. We do not want candles, for example. We do not want they are small. I don't know how it's called in English. I grew up with it in our village, Tadova, if you know it. We do not want that. In our small houses, in our grassroots houses, we wouldn't want to have that. Right. But we would want to have solar, which is not risky, because it cannot light your house and all that, and burn down your houses. So the perception outside there is very good, but as another bank, in our strategies, we are ensuring that we reach these people to clean this environment and improve it better. Yes.
I'm sure Centenary Bank has very good motives behind the renewable energy loans, and it is surely a very beneficial thing for everyone. That's one thing for sure. I can't help but wonder, what are some of the challenges that you have encountered in enforcing or making sure that people are aware about this renewable energy loan, and what are some of the things that you do to overcome these challenges? The challenge, I wouldn't say the challenge, but the main challenge here is lack of information, right, and the perception that we have. Someone is paying 50,000 monthly for power, maybe, but getting a solar of 500,000 could solve, or getting a solar of 1 million could solve the challenge. But someone either is not aware of this, or someone looks at this as more expensive than the other, yet actually, when you do the economics, it is too cheap. Also, there's a perception that solar are not really genuine. They don't want to go into that thing where, of course, previously would have those panels and installations that would not actually work well. But those are the challenges. Information, that people are lacking information about solar and power connection, and the costs involved. And for us, we are solving those. This is what we are here to actually solve. For example, the issue of power connection. People still think that you have to buy so many poles and all that. They don't know how much is involved. Here we've actually partnered with the wise men, we've partnered with the service providers, and we've understood this. And we educate these clients of what is exactly involved in this, and we take them up and we actually onboard them. The other challenge of the initial capital or initial deposit in installing a solar is what we come here to actually solve. Yes, we are saying you want 1 million to install your house with a solar. But here's the thing, take it and you pay Centenary Bank monthly for 12 months. Okay? So that's what we are here to solve. And the issue of lack of information and the perception is what we're educating here. And we're telling them this is better, this is good for us. We have the solar here with us. All you need is a solar panel to harvest this for your health. And we also, people are also lacking information that the more trees they are cutting, the more environment the emissions, the damage on environment, they do not know. People we burn trees not knowing what we're actually impacting on the environment.
Whenever you buy that charcoal, whenever you buy that wood, you know you're impacting on the environment negatively. So this is what we are telling the people, and we partner with a number of people to ensure that this information goes down to the last person, so that first of all you understand the impact, and then you actually know where to go to if you need support, and cheap support actually, to come to Centenary Bank and get this. So we've really tried as much as possible, and we are not giving up. You've seen on social media where Centenary Bank deliberately went and planted trees. Centenary Bank deliberately installed solars to ensure that people understand this, and to ensure that we clean our environment. We're partnering with the e-bikes coming on board to ensure that we reduce on the pollution that is being emitted in the environment. So we are doing so much, and we are still doing this because this is our strategy. It's a way of giving back to clients, because when clean environment, we are reducing the number of people that are going out to the hospitals and all that. So you see how cancer is killing us these days and all that. And this is what we want to tell the persons out there, the listeners and viewers, that we need to reduce. It is everyone's responsibility to reduce the emissions, to improve the environment, to ensure that we actually live in a better world. But Centenary Bank, as your partner, is here to actually support you when you need the financing. Yes.
Let's close this with, I know you have talked so much, especially this very last bit that you talked about, but let's just close it with your final remarks in regards to renewable energy loans.
Yeah, thank you, Nola, and thank you for hosting me. Thank you for listening to us and viewing us here. I'm happy to inform you that we are here to partner with you to a journey to clean this environment. Every individual out there who has appreciated that the environment is getting worse and you need to do something, do it. We want you to invest in power, in renewable energies, where we are cleaning our environment. You can either buy solar, you can either connect your house with power, electricity. But if you have any need where you need us to support you, please come and we shall finance you and you move with us. These products are very cheap and it is intentional. As a Centenary Bank, we need to make this as cheap as possible to ensure that every person is actually enjoying this, but you enjoy while improving your environment. Let us plant a tree wherever we can, but let us reduce on the tree cutting. Whenever you buy charcoal, whenever you buy firewood, know that there is a tree that has been cut. Let us use solar, let us use power, let us use clean cooking, and let us plant trees. As Centenary Bank, we've tried planting trees. You've seen our general managers and even our MDs moving out to plant trees. And also, we've also tried to ensure that we actually install solar in some of our branches where we have challenges. So, the partners we're working with are very genuine. They have durable products. But even if you're buying from someone else, ensure that you have a warranty that is giving you comfort that these products are genuine and durable. We can only work together to clean this environment. So whenever we have a challenge, please come to us. Financially, we shall support you, and then you clean your environment. It starts with us as individuals, starts with us as organizations to ensure that we keep Uganda we make Uganda a better place to live in. Thank you so much for hosting me. Thank you so much our viewers and listeners. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Nelson, really. And thank you so much for what Centenary Bank is doing in regards to the renewable energy loans that is actually helping to solve the problems that we have right now in Uganda. When it comes to helping the environment, we see that Centenary Bank is actually being very proactive in making sure that they are a solution to the environmental problems through creating easy loans that are flexible, lower interest rates, loans that are flexible, easy interest rates, and just so much more, really guiding you financially and making sure that you take the right loan at the right time. And so Centenary Bank is doing its part. We encourage you to actually join the cause, which is very noble in helping keep our environment intact. If you need a loan or any financial advice, Centenary Bank is just the place to go to. And we thank you so much for staying with us this morning as we discuss the renewable energy loans on the Cente Show. Until next time, I am Noro Sende. Stay well.
UCTV. Good news for all.